Let's get in our guests to give us their views. S. Narain of ICICI Prudential AMC joins in with his thoughts on the market. Narain, afternoon. It's been one disastrous week, the first week of January. What are your thoughts? Do you think there's some sort of bottom formation at this level, or do you think there's some more to go in terms of selling pressure?
I think the real news in the current month is going to be corporate earnings, and I think that way corporate earnings is not, our belief is that corporate earnings is not likely to disappoint significantly. And the way I see it is, it has to be corporate earnings which has to bring back some confidence into the markets at this point of time. We were over a period of time believing that there could be corrections, but this time the difference between this correction and the other corrections has been, this has not been backed by global factors. And if you see, the extent of India's underperformance is much more in the last 3 months against global markets than it has ever been since March 2009. I think that is the worrying aspect which may possibly, and today we've had other markets which have also been outperformers since 2009, like Indonesia, also going down significantly.
Narain, afternoon. Your point about the earnings is taken, but that's backward-looking data. I think what the market's more worried about is what happens to earnings over the next 4 quarters if this kind of inflation and margin pressures come to the fore. Would you need to scale down or scale back earnings expectations for the next 1 year?
That is something, frankly, we did think about 15 days back as well, and that's one of the reasons why when people asked us which is the scheme which we recommend, we actually recommended one of our schemes called Dynamic, which had a 35% cash as of December end as one of the preferred investment in equity funds. This is something which did come to the fore as soon as crude touched 90, and I think we have to watch crude, because that was a factor. As crude was going up in December, I don't think it market corrected, but now it is correcting post December. So I would say certainly there are headwinds, and those headwinds are likely to go away if crude comes down, or you have a situation where inflation comes under control, which may be a month or 2 away.
Okay, so now that both the positive and the negative factors have already been priced in the market, are already aware in the market, what's the kind of movement that you're expecting in terms of a downside for the market? Do you see us significantly go below these levels, and where does the fair value of the Sensex lie now?
I think, it's always difficult to judge, but, if you look at it, there was a band of 5,000 to 5,500, which was the kind of band of 5,400 kind of band which prevailed during a long period last year. I think that would definitely act as a kind of support for the market. Having said that, I think the real issues are not on corporate earnings. They are on the fact that inflation was expected to come off seasonally, and due to base effect, which is not showing up at this point of time, and the fact that crude has gone up substantially, and the fact that the outlook for the world, particularly US, for the next 6 months appears to be pretty robust, and India was a gainer out of an environment where the US was having severe problems last year.
Coming back to talking about the bigger picture, there is a sense that FIIs may now change their pecking order in the emerging markets because of the troubled or the relatively troubled story that India is dealing with on the macro front. Are you getting a sense that the FII flows will not be as rapid and may just take a detour to other emerging markets?
The first thing I must tell you is we've been always thinking that we can predict flows, but the general predictions have generally gone wrong. But in the month of December, many of the strategists from the foreign brokerages and from prominent Indian brokerages, they actually did give us a call that in the first half of the year, the domestic inflows into Indian markets from the FIIs would be muted. because of the good outlook for the US market and the intention to invest in emerging markets which will benefit from a higher crude price. I think this is a sense that people did give us in December, and that has played out. But in the past, I must tell you that many of the times people did not get the flows right. Like no one predicted that in September such a huge sum of money would come from FIIs. Although after the event, people did believe that flows will continue. And but in December this year, certainly this time, I would say many of the strategies did call for a slowdown in flows.
As a fund manager, Naren, how are you positioning yourself in the banks now? Most of those names are down 25-30% over the last quarter. Have you been buying, or do you think they might come off some more?
No, actually, we were underweight in many of the schemes that I manage in banks, and we've been using this fall to accumulate the banks. The only point that we've been looking at is that we're looking for banks which will benefit out of a tight liquidity environment, which meant banks with a good high CASA ratio, and we don't like bulk borrowers in general. So I would say that we are positioned more positively in banks. It is our belief that many of the users of credit would be more affected than the banking system. But having said that, we don't like the bulk borrowers in the banking space.
When you say users of credit, do you mean autos? Are you underweight on the auto names?
Yeah, we are underweight on auto name, but in auto it's a funny situation where the auto companies themselves are cash rich, but the users demand the credit. In real estate also we are underweight. Our belief, we have very limited positions in sectors like construction, but we believe that, this increased interest rate environment will come to an end somewhere in the next 3 months, and when it happens, or some of these sectors like construction will actually present very good buy opportunities.
The main headwinds to corporate earnings this time around has been commodity prices, Naren. In that sense, do you think perhaps there's an upside to the earnings in metals and the energy space itself?
Yeah, that's one of the things I tell people, that in India, if commodity prices go up, many of the Sensex companies will report higher earnings, and people will show a Sensex EPS going up because of commodity prices. But having said that, higher commodity prices are bad for the economy, and that's captured in many of the small and mid-cap stocks. So I would say that, it is futile to look at Sensex EPS without looking at what components give it the profit. If most of the increase in profit is coming from commodity companies, actually we don't consider it that positive and give it the same kind of valuation which you would give if commodity prices come down, and due to that if Sensex EPS gets affected, we are fine by it.